My name is Miguel. I'm Portuguese. My background is civil engineer and I was working in Montreal and before that in London.
My name is Maria. I'm Lebanese and before joining INSEAD, I used to work in strategy and management consulting in the Middle East.
I'm Janet. I'm Chinese Canadian. I started my career in Canada as a journalist and then I moved to Japan, where I taught English for a little while. Then I moved to Hong Kong, where I worked in marketing and communications for one of the big four.
Hi, I'm Gautam. I'm from Bombay, India. I worked with my family business, manufacturing textiles before INSEAD.
At INSEAD, a typical day is hard to define because every day is really different. There's just so much going on.
The academic experience is one of my biggest takeaways at INSEAD. I'm constantly amazed by the new things I learn every day in the classroom.
The classroom is shaped like a bit of a U with the professor in the middle. So when you're in the class, you don't really feel like the professor is teaching you like from on high or anything like that. It's more like this person is really very knowledgeable in their field and they facilitate the discussion in the class.
What really strikes me about the professors at INSEAD is how concerned they are about us learning. It's not only about delivering a lecture in an hour and a half, it's more about have we really understood the material. The professors encourage student participation, and since we have such diversity in the classroom, people from so many different countries, so many different industries and backgrounds, there's so much to learn every day in every new subject that we talk about.
This week we have a national week, Dragon Week. So there will be events like all day long, dinners, cultural lectures, all sorts of things.
National weeks are essentially weeks in which countries or groups of countries will come together. They'll plan an entire week of activities everybody else at INSEAD can kind of participate in and learn about.
There's always the social part, which is really important to mingle with my colleagues, to get to learn from their experience, also share my own experience and build it from there.
And after classes, there's like clubs and maybe recruitment events and all sorts of other activities going on. We've got the consulting club, we have women in business, of course, which I'm involved with.
We use a lot of video conference to connect with our classmates on the other campus. Today I'm catching up with my colleagues from the Private Equity Club to follow up on the recent conference. INSEAD moves so fast that you have to use every single minute that you get free. So when we're not sitting with a group and doing an assignment, I'm either in the library doing some research for an assignment for tomorrow or maybe looking for a job.
Talking about career services, they've been really helpful, not only job hunting, but also preparing for interviews. I'm really excited about this interview. It's multinational and they have this global leadership program and I'm really looking forward to it and fingers crossed everything will work out really well.
We do a lot of group work. We meet very often with different types of groups.
For example, in my team we have engineers, we have people with finance background, we have consultants, we have people from the telecom industry. This diversity is mostly interesting because you can see how the same problem can be seen and understood with different perspectives according to your origins.
For me, INSEAD is all about choices. And it's all about time management and picking the best choices to maximize the experience at INSEAD.
I would say that the typical day starts from 7 a.m. till, who knows, till...
What I can tell you is that every day is really new, exciting. I never know what's going to surprise me.
You have so many things to do in one day that sometimes you wish the day was longer than 24 hours.